when I was on the Young Turks doing these segments with Cenk, I got to, I did what I would call become an instant expert, always trying to qualify it with like, well, this is just what I've read. But I always really enjoyed that experience. I'm kind of curious about what you got out of this experience of getting to learn about this issue.
I learned a lot. I really, as the gentleman said, as Ivan said, not a lot of people know much about nuclear energy. And I was one of those people. In fact, actually seeing the China Syndrome movie, that alone, there was a small clip in the beginning of the movie where they explained how nuclear energy works. It was very elementary. It was brilliant. It really told me a lot. But then I started doing the research for this, and I had a list of pros and cons, and I haven't found any pros to using nuclear energy as opposed to wind energy or solar energy. It just, and he talked about how expensive it is to use wind energy. Yeah, it's even more expensive to use nuclear energy. And with wind energy, you don't have the wind causing cancer. The most important thing I came away with was that nuclear waste cannot be just thrown into a garbage can. You just can't bury it and leave it. Nuclear energy does not, or waste rather, does not lose its radioactivity for about 1,000 years. What is the United States going to be like in 200 years? Are they going to be able to take care of this? Because the facilities we have taking care of it now aren't meant to take care of it more than a couple hundred years. And that's pushing it. So.
Right, exactly. I mean, like our government has a hard enough time planning stuff, just a few years in advance. And the idea that we're trying to make a plan for 1,000 years in the future, to my mind, kind of stretches the imagination. We keep on hearing that nuclear power is clean. And we hear it from Republicans. And, I think one thing that people don't think about is that, first of all, to get the nuclear fuel is mining. You have to do a lot of mining. And to get it, that is very, and that is very wasteful. And then the nuclear waste that results for after you use it. Well, Pam, thank you so much for doing all this. I'm glad that you got something out of it. And to all you viewers out there, if you contact us on Twitter, on the Facebook page, on the YouTube channel, and if you want to be a guest researcher, please sign up for it. And I've always found it to be really fascinating. You get to read all these articles, and you can go off on tangents. You'll find some weird idea that you've never heard of, find something that'll surprise you, and it will make your brain happy as well as your soul.
It will make your brain happy. I can attest to that.
Yes.
And I also want to wish you great luck on your show. You are brilliant. Next to the Cenk Uygur, you're up there in my book. And I know you'll do great. This is a wonderful program. Rethink Review is brilliant, and I look forward to a lot more movies and reviews from you and your fellow participants.
Well, I think you're right on with that assessment. I know you did a lot of research into that, and I think that it all came out well.